So what I'm going to do now is prime my face, because like I always say, priming is so important when you're doing your makeup, whether that is eyeshadow primer or face primer. Like, you got to prime yourself before your makeup. It's just like the prepping stage of makeup. So anyway, the one that I'm using today is the Black Radiance True Complexion Shine Control Primer. You can find this at Walmart, I think, for like $3, $4. And I like this because it kind of makes my skin feel kind of like tacky, like a sticky feeling to it, so that the foundation will adhere to it better. To me, it does. But any primer that you can get any primer that you want, whatever works for you. You know, try a few of them out. You know, you may want to start, you know, something inexpensive. Try it out and see if you like it. Or if you want to try an expensive brand, go to Sephora and places like that and just get you a sample and try it out for a few days. It's always a good way to see if you're going to like the product or not before you jump in and just buy. Foundation I'm using today, which I've used in a previous video, is the Maybelline Conceal Plus Perfect foundation. I don't know why I can never say this name, but it just don't seem like that should be the name. I don't know. And I'm in the shade 09 Tan. Now I just squirt a little bit out on my hand. You know, this stuff is really thick, this Maybelline, so it's definitely a full coverage. And the brush I'm going to be using today is it's like a flat top brush, but it has more of a round shape to it than some of the other ones I have, but any of them will be fine. This is what I like, because I like to just go in and buff out real good. And I probably need to conceal some of these like areas, because it says that this is a concealing primer, but I still see some of my acne scars when I do this. So like, because I got kind of a few, so that probably would have made more sense because I'm showing you this. I'm just going to use this orange color corrector right here out of the NYX Conceal and Correct palette, and just dab it over those little spots. And so as you see, those like spots just like fade away, like really. Then I got one right here, and it's more red, so I'm gonna do this yellow on it to cancel out that redness. And I'm sorry for this noise, y'all. I apologize. So the yellow helps blend out hide out the redness, and the orange covers up the black, so those black spots, those dark circles, dark spots, whatever you want to call them. And then I just kind of like go through and I pat it into my skin like this. You see how I'm doing it? And I am using firm pressure now. I'm not gonna say I'm not. I'm tapping pretty good. I'm not like beating my head in, but I am working it in, trying to work it in real good. And then I'll just go through and buff it out like such. And then if you have something on your head, please pull it back so that you can get up here, because you don't want to be walking around with a clear line of where your foundation ends. Like, that is not going to be a cute look. Not at all. As we already know, your skin is not just one tone on your face. It is just not one. I like to highlight a little bit, so I'm going to go in with the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer and 20 Sands Sable. I'm going to take my beauty blender. I didn't wet it yet, so I'm going to wet it with some MAC Fix Plus spray to help blend out that concealer. So I like soak it. And now we're just going to buff out that highlight under our eye, that concealer. So you just want to buff just to make sure that you have like a seamless application, because you don't want like your foundation to be one color and your highlight to be a separate color, and it just does not blend. So blending is our friend, as we always say. So make sure you blend that real good, girl, because we ain't trying to have them kind of problems, okay? Now you see me use this before. I'm just gonna take my Sacha Buttercup setting powder and set underneath my eyes and everywhere I put that concealer at. So, and you can bake or you don't have to bake. You can just dust it on and then take it right off. I find that just dusting it on and not baking makes it look more natural. But again, that is a person's preference. However you want to look, however you do it. And for some reason, like, this is like my favorite part of makeup is setting my under eye concealer. I don't know why that is like so. I'm just gonna take a brush and swipe away that excess powder, setting powder. Just brush it all away. I'm gonna take the Black Opal Deluxe Finishing Powder Oil Control formula in 06 Natural Light. I think Neutral Light. Sorry, Neutral Light. Take that. It's gonna be like woo. And I concentrate more around my nose because, like, that's the area where I get the most oiliest. Okay, now I'm just gonna contour, and as usual, I'm gonna use my LA Colors contour palette, and I'm gonna go in with this shade right here. This step is optional. You don't have to. You can use a bronzer. It's just kind of whatever you want to do, but when you put that powder on there, it just kind of like makes, just like flattens you all over kind of. So I like doing this because it brings a little bit more life back to my skin. And on those places where my highlight is at, I kind of try to buff that out a little bit. Okay, now with the brush that I put my foundation on with, I'm gonna go in and just tap a little bit here where my highlight came out at, concealer, because I want to kind of blend that away. Like, I don't want it to look like just, you know. So, love like a peachy pink, corally blush. And when you put your blush on, just brush away like that. Like, this is a shimmery blush. It has a shimmer in it. I'm more for the matte blushes, but this is pretty, so it's something I got in one of my. This is the completed look. And I'm gonna try to zoom in, come in a little closer. See, it's more of a seamless look, like, so you don't look very cakey and all that. So I like how it comes out. So yeah, give these little tricks a try and see if you like how your foundation comes out. I think you will, and like I say, the more that you practice with it, the better you'll get, and the more you'll find things that work for you and your skin type. Thank you all for watching, and if you haven't, please subscribe to my channel down below. Thanks so much.